In 2017, the Explore page didn't exist. In 2018, you could use powerlikes to go massively viral on it. In 2019 was the emergence of targeted engagement groups, which you could use to rank your content in front of millions of people on it. But in 2020, none of these work. So how do you do it? That, my friends, is exactly what I'm going to be talking about today, so make sure you tune in. What's up, guys? I'm Josh, and I dislike YouTube intros as much as you do, so I'm going to keep this really short. Make sure you like the video, subscribe if you're new, and if you want to grab my free Instagram ebook, grab that in the top link of the description. Also, if you want a free shout out on my Instagram with 11,500 followers, make sure you take a picture of you watching this video, post it on your story, and tag me at Josh Ryan. Anyway, let's dive into the video. Now, the specifics of the Instagram algorithm are constantly changing. There's constantly new updates, tweaks, and features that are coming out to Instagram in general, as well as the algorithm itself. Meaning there is no one, hack that you can do that's always going to work. Because if something pops up that's like a hack, Instagram will pretty much fix it straight away. So what you can instead use is core principles that will always work within the eyes of Instagram. They're not so much hacks, but ways to use your content to get it on there. And they're always going to work because I'll explain. I'm going to go over the 3 core principles to smashing it in the algorithm. If you master these, you will always be able to rank your content well on Instagram. Now, principle number 1 is make sure your content increases the session time on Instagram. Now, Instagram is a business that makes money from showing ads.
How do you sustain a business model in which users don't pay for your service?
Senator, we run ads.
The longer someone spends on their platform, the more ads they can show them, the more profit Instagram make. Which means they tend to push content that keeps people engaged, keeps people on the platform, and so on, because it makes sense. They're a business. What does this mean? Well, essentially, you want to post more Instagram TV, more videos, more long-form content, and maybe throw in a few carousel/slider style posts. These here all increase session time and are great for ranking your content, because if someone spends 2 or 3 minutes reading through a long post as opposed to 10 seconds, Instagram's likely to push that content. Just make sure that it's worth consuming. Principle number 2 is engagement. Engagement is an incredible way for Instagram to gauge whether it is a good piece of content or not, which then leads to whether they should show it to more people or not. In the past, you could hack this with engagement groups, which inflated your engagement unnaturally, made it look like you had a lot of people interested in, when really it was just you and your mom and your little brother. But now Instagram has sort of cottoned onto that. And they've pretty much found a way to determine when engagement's coming from engagement groups, and they really limit your account. And anyway, it's not sustainable. What this means is you should focus on engaging more with your audience, putting out more interactive content, and this way people are actually going to care about what it is that you are saying. If you're constantly replying to their messages, replying to their comments, liking a few of their posts, that is going to build a stronger relationship between you and your audience, which means when you post, they're more likely to share it to their story, to tag a friend, to like, to leave a comment, or so on, which is going to boost your engagement and get it ranking and shown to more people. Now, principle number 3 is use new features. Like I mentioned, Instagram's goal is to keep people on Instagram for longer so they can show them more ads and increase their profit, which is why they bring out new features, ideally to keep people on the platform longer by making it a better place to be that people can enjoy more and find more engaging, entertaining, etc. So when they bring out a feature like this, they basically want as many people using it as possible so that creators get used to using it and consumers get used to seeing it, whether this be a story poll, asking questions, Instagram TV, which means what they tend to do is give a boost to the people that use this. For example, when Instagram TV first came out, I had a dead Instagram account that was getting like 500 to 1,000 likes on it. Videos would get a couple thousand views. They brought out Instagram TV, and straight away I started uploading to that. And I was getting 5,000, 10,000, 15,000 views, and then had a few videos go on to get hundreds of thousands of views because Instagram wanted people uploading to Instagram TV, and they were showing Instagram TV more in people's feeds because that got people used to using that part of Instagram, which in the long term is going to make them a lot of money. As if you saw my recent video here about the algorithm update talking about monetization, it looks like they're about to start monetizing Instagram TV. Anyway, I've sort of rambled off the topic a bit there, but basically what you should do is be using new features when Instagram bring them out, because they give you a free engagement boost. Not only this, but if it's interactive like a question or a story poll or something along those lines, then it's a great way to build a relationship between you and your audience, which gets them engaging more, which gets your content ranking better, and so on, which I covered in step 2 and 1. And bonus principle number 4 is do what works. This is less about how Instagram are building the algorithm and more about what you can do to maximize it. When it comes to finding new ways to get your content in front of more people, you can test 101 different techniques to do so, and yes, some of them will work. Or you can look at what other pages are already doing well and go out there and take bits and pieces, take elements from what they're doing, apply it to your content, and usually your content will start doing better. So essentially, follow a few pages in your niche that are successful, a few that are quite a lot bigger than you, and a few about the same size as you. And whenever you start noticing some of their content doing really well, look at why it did really well. If one post got 50% more engagement than their other ones, what did they do? Did they talk about a celebrity and that got people interested? Did they use a certain color scheme and that got people interested in it? Did they design it in a certain way? What did they do? And then reverse engineer that for your content. For example, in December, I was posting a lot of quotes on my account at Income Notebook, and we were growing 50 to 100 followers a day. It was pretty dead, not gonna lie. Then I noticed that basically infographics were blowing up all over Instagram, and they really had been all of last year, content like this. And essentially, we started posting content like that, creating our own branded content with that in that format, and basically within about 2 weeks, we're growing at 800 to 1,000 per day. So that's like 1,000% increase in the growth just by looking at what's working and doing more of it. So that wraps up today's video. I hope it was helpful. To give you a quick recap: 1, make longer form content which keeps people engaged on the platform. Boost your engagement by engaging more with your audience and turning them into loyal fans who want to engage with you. Don't try and inflate it with engagement groups and so on. Number 3 is use new features. Instagram tend to boost these when they first come out. And number 4, look at what is working in your niche and take elements from that to apply to your content so it works well for you too. Anyway, that's it from me today. If you are new here, make sure you subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like and grab my free Instagram ebook down below. Also, as I mentioned at the start of this video, take a photo of you watching this, post it on your Instagram story and tag me at Josh Ryan, and I will share it to my audience. As a thank you, it helps me, it helps you. Everyone's happy.